winding connections. In simple power system, the power generated in power station is stepped up to higher voltage levels by step up transformer and then transmitted through transmission lines, and then it is stepped down to desired voltage level by step down transformer and then distributed through distribution lines and finally to the load. Means here the power generated is being transmitted and distributed to the load with the help of three-phase transformers. So this is the importance of transformers in simple power system. And now here we need to discuss about the winding in case of three-phase transformer. In three-phase transformer, which consists of primary winding and secondary winding. In three-phase transformer, all the three primary windings are connected in delta or in star. That is, here we are considering RYB phase sequence, means R phase, Y phase and B phase. So on primary side, R phase, Y phase and B phase winding are connected either in delta or in star. And coming to secondary side, all the three secondary windings are connected either in delta or star. And also there is special connection, that is zigzag connection, and depending on the type of connection employed in three-phase transformer, the power transmission depends. So there are four important connections in three-phase transformer, that is delta connection, second star connection, and third star delta connection, and fourth delta star connection. Star connection can also be called as Y connection. And there are special winding connections, that is star zigzag star connection and delta zigzag star connection. And along with these connections, we are going with special connections like open delta and Scott connection. And from each of these six connections, we are going to see the winding connection, that is how to connect the winding, and then the phasor diagram, and then identifying the vector group, and then phase voltage ratio and line voltage ratio. So these are the things that we are going to discuss from each connection. Here you must note that we must know what is vector group. So before going with these winding connections, there is necessity to discuss what is vector group. Vector group is a symbol used to identify the winding connection of HV winding and LV winding, and along with that it will give the information of secondary voltage phase shift. That is, it will give the information of secondary phase to neutral voltage phase displacement with respect to primary phase to neutral voltage. Let us suppose this is the vector group mentioned on nameplate detail of transformer. So by observing this, you can say that first character, which represents HV side, means HV winding is connected in star, and second character represents LV side, means here LV winding is connected in delta. Secondary phase to neutral voltage phase displacement with respect to primary phase to neutral voltage, and that is based on clock notation. That is, we know that if this is the clock and the numericals on clock is like this, and the angle between two consecutive numbers is always 30 degrees. And now here 5 means, from clock notation it is 5 o'clock, and here this numerical will indicate the phase shift, means the angle between minute needle and hours needle. So here the angle between minutes needle and hours needle is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 into 30, 150 degrees, means here the secondary phase to neutral voltage displacement is 150 degrees with respect to primary phase to neutral voltage. And according to BIS, Bureau of Indian Standards, there are certain rules to be followed for vector group. So here the first character is in caps, means is represented in capital letters and indicates HV winding connection. So first character must be represented in capital letter, and that will indicate the HV winding connection, whether star or delta. And second, that is second character is in smaller case. That is, the second character must be always represented in smaller case and indicates LV winding connection. So irrespective of what is primary and secondary, always in vector group, first character represents HV winding and second character represents LV winding, okay, and third numerical indicates secondary phase to neutral voltage phase displacement. Based on clock notation. That is, if suppose this is the clock and the angle between two consecutive numbers in a clock is 30 degrees, and HV side phase to neutral voltage is taken as reference and represented with minutes handle. So HV side phase to neutral voltage is taken as reference and that is represented with minutes handle. So minutes handle always points at 12. So minutes handle always is placed pointing towards 12 because HV side phase to neutral voltage is represented with minutes handle and it is taken as reference. So minutes handle will be always at 12, and LV side phase to neutral voltage is represented by hours handle, which means here as we took the example like this, so hours handle must be pointed towards 5 and this represents the LV side phase to neutral voltage, and from this example 5 will indicate the secondary voltage phase displacement, means here from clock notation the angle between Mills needle and Howard's needle will give you the secondary voltage phase displacement with respect to primary voltage. So here the angle between 12 and 5 is 150 degrees. Means the secondary phase to neutral voltage has a phase displacement of 150 degrees with respect to primary phase to neutral voltage. This is about vector groups.